This is the question of the day. The question of the day is, what is your essence? So I got a list of definitions right next to me about essence, and I'm gonna read off a couple of these definitions. So one of them is the permanent, as contrasted with accidental, the element of being. The second one that I have is the individual, real, or ultimate nature of a thing, especially as opposed to its existence. And another definition I'm going to read of essence is one that possesses or exhibits a quality in abundance as if in concentrated form. When you looking at somebody else or anything in existence, you can see that it has essence, but you have to look beyond that surface level physical thing in itself to understand that. When you get past like your thoughts and your feelings on those things as well, and especially when directing your lens and looking at yourself, you can get to your essence. A lot of the problems and the troubles that we're going through right now in this present moment is people are not looking at the essence of why things are happening, and most importantly, the essence for who they are in general. I often say that you have to reverse the lens on looking at life. And what I mean by reversing the lens is stop looking at outer events and stop looking at outer things as the primary source of why things come to be why they are, and understanding that there's a deeper layer to it all. And there's a deeper layer when it comes to you. And by looking at yourself as an extension of humanity itself, you will find infinite abundance within yourself, and it's going to clear your mind and clear your feelings on what the truth and the matter of all of this actually is. Life is a mystery, but solve the mystery of life through you. Don't look to judge other people. Don't look to judge other things without putting yourself at the forefront of judgment, like first. Look at yourself first. And that's been the current goal. Well, what I've been talking about as of late with all these videos and all of these lives and podcasts is, how do you look at yourself? That's where your purpose will come from. Something that I say all the time on here is that your purpose will come from like inside of you. It's not going to come from outside of you. And within your purpose, you will find your essence. And your essence is not an accident. Just like the makeup of the universe is not an accident. People that's on the opposite side of religious thinking and religious beliefs in regards to science, they will believe that all of this is an accident. But if you look at some of the forefathers of science, they were highly religious people. One of them being, for example, Isaac Newton. Another one is Galileo. These people knew that there was a deeper layer to all of this. And not only that, there had to be a creator of creation. And there had to be a first mover to get all of this into motion. And by you looking deep down within yourself and trying to find a creator within you, is going to let you know a whole lot about yourself, and it's going to shed light on yourself, and not only that, the world that you're living in simultaneously. So get back to your essence, return to your essence. And how do you return to your essence? You return to your essence by being present every single day. Don't get your mind caught up in all the distractions that's happening right now that may even seem like they're real. And they're real in a sense. They really are real. but is it important to pay attention to? And is that getting in the way of you paying attention to yourself? And is that taking you away from this moment that you're experiencing right now, which is the only thing that you have? You don't have the past and you don't have the future. You only got right now as we speak. That's the only thing that you have. So stay present and stay locked in. And you're just as real as everything that's around you. And you're just as real as everything within you. So another individual that I want to bring up who I learned a lot from is Carl Jung. Carl Jung had an inner figure who was the prophet Elijah from the Old Testament, but this is one of the early figures that came to him when he was writing the Red Book, and something profound was said to him by Elijah. And he said that when in your outer world, you don't confuse yourself with trees and animals. So why in your inner world do you confuse yourself with your own thoughts? This is why I tell you guys to separate from your thoughts and separate yourself from your feelings and stop confusing yourself as if you are those things. And understand that you are simply observing them. Don't get caught up in them. Another thing that Carl Jung talked about, especially within the Red Books, is two different spirits, and that's the spirit of the times and the spirit of the depths. The spirit of the times is the thing that's always changing in that surface level of what any person in any given time is experiencing. So the spirit of the times 2,000 years ago was completely different from the spirit of the times that we're living in now. And if you look at this from, I guess if you want to like graph it out, the spirit of the times would be horizontal and the spirit of the depths would be something that's vertical. And we are caught in the middle of both. But our true essence will be found in that spirit of the depths. A lot of people don't like to sink into their own depths of being inwardly, so they just stay on the surface level with the spirit of the times, and they get confused with the commonality of the people around them instead of finding their own uniqueness and authenticity that makes them different from everybody else that came before them and everybody else that's going to come after them. And within you sinking within that, you will find your purpose. 3 things that I recommend as well is take 60 seconds to 5 minutes at some given point within your day to be silent, be still, and be away from people and things. That's not going to cause your mind to be stimulated or your senses to be stimulated. And sit there and just breathe. Say a prayer. And by practicing this more and more, you're going to get better at it. And then after that, you're going to see the things that's deeply, clearly disturbing you every single day. And the solution will be found over that. And there's going to be a way for you to like overcome that darkness. That's not necessarily you. So get to your essence, be one with your essence, and live through that, and you will change the people around you. First and foremost, you have to learn how to change yourself. And that's all I have for y'all. Until next time, serve your purpose, and that's it. Have a good one.